This is a Sigma 28-105 f2.8. If you are into photography, videography, and need a versatile lens, this might be worth checking out. It's one that I've been using for a while now. So for context, most of what I shoot is event B-roll. So I'm not usually in a studio environment where I have great lighting, so I need a lens that can handle basically any situation. I have always loved the G Master 24-70 Mark II for its quality, but honestly, it just doesn't give me enough range. That's why I got curious when Sigma dropped this lens a few months ago. I wanted to see if it could be the answer to my consistent problem of I need more zoom, but a low aperture. I even considered the Tamron 35-150, but after testing it, I was just not impressed. The colors were off, and 35 was just not wide enough for me. As you can see, that's why I got really excited when Sigma released this a couple of months ago. I rented it for a couple of events and gave it a proper test run, and honestly I started liking it pretty quick. Now, I did have some hiccups with focusing. It felt off a bit first, but after updating my camera, it's a little bit better now. Not quite as good as a G Master lens, but way better than the Tamron. That consistent f2.8 for low light is great for most of the situations I shoot. Honestly, even when I'm shooting on my ZV-E1 and have to switch to the second base ISO, I often dial up the aperture. Now for the build quality, it's a little bit of a mixed bag. I was a little disappointed to feel the plastic when coming from an older Sigma EF lenses that packed a punch that I've borrowed. Color wise, it's pretty good. It's Sigma. They look basically as good as they always have and pretty well compared to the Sony lenses. But the plastic, yes, it makes it lighter, but it feels less durable. So I do worry for longevity, especially even since it's not weather sealed. So since it's not weather sealed, I would probably recommend making sure you get that insurance at checkout. At around $1,500, I actually think it's worth it. I like it so much that I personally bought one of these myself. And it's been solid for me for the most part. That being said, I do recommend always renting gear first to see if it fits your needs. Sure, it's a bit of cost up front, but it's better than regretting an expensive purchase. There are a couple of quirks that I am not thrilled about. The focus ring is variable, so the speed changes depending on how fast you're turning it. Also, the zoom direction is reverse. These aren't deal breakers, but they take some time to get used to. All in all, if you're on a budget and need a versatile lens, I definitely recommend giving this lens a try. It's great for videos, portraits, and pretty much anything you would need for probably 90% of the time. Rent it first, see how it feels, and if it clicks with you, it could be a fantastic addition to your kit.